Hi there, my name is Daryl. I am a tutor here on Cambly. Today, we are going to do a short lesson on a very important part of speech, phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs are important because they come up often in English, and they can cause confusion for non-natives. So what is a phrasal verb? It is a unique part of speech composed of a verb and a preposition. For example, get out. Now with phrasal verbs, the words together often mean something different from the words individually, and that can cause the confusion. So it's very good to have knowledge of the essential and often used phrasal verbs. Before we get onto some, we also must realize phrasal verbs function according to the same grammar rules as all other verbs. Past tense, present tense, future tense. We can say, they had to get out, they were getting out, they got out, or they will get out. The same grammar rules as all other verbs. So now, let's get onto some phrasal verbs. The first one we will do, get out. Get out can have many different meanings. For our example, it is to escape. I could say, the house was on fire. The family had to get out. They had to escape. The next phrasal verb is actually for an emotion. Phrasal verbs are not just for actions. They can say how we feel. And this one can be quite useful. It is fed up. And it has nothing to do with eating. As you can see, it is unhappy, tired, and angry. For example, I am tired of studying for my English exam. I am fed up. Unhappy, tired, and angry. You can see it can be useful. The next one is useful for the modern communication age. Cut off. Cut off can also have many different meanings. For our example, it is lose electronic connection. For example, if you are on the phone or in Skype and you can't hear, you can say, I'm sorry, we were cut off. It happens very often. The next phrasal verb is used a lot in movies and television and can cause confusion. It is cut it out. It has nothing to do with cutting. As you can see, it is to tell someone to stop doing something. For example, my sister was shouting. I told her to cut it out. I told her, stop shouting. It can also be quite useful. The next one comes up often in business. Take on. For our example, it is to accept more work. In a meeting, your boss could say, I need you to take on more reports for next week. In other words, he wants you to accept more work and do more reports. Take on. The final phrasal verb we will do is another emotion. It is light up. And as you can see, it is to become happy. For example, I will light up when I get my good exam results. It can also be quite useful. So what you should do now, go over the video again and write down your own examples for each of the phrasal verbs. Then try to use them in conversation. Those are some of the best ways to learn new parts of speech, new vocabulary, or anything. write, and use. They are active processes. And that is the end of our lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to learn more with me, please check out the link in the description. We can do more phrasal verbs, exam preparation, conversation practice, anything you need. So until I see you in a classroom on Cambly, I will say bye for now.